Guys, thank you for supporting Foster Love. Like, you guys have done so much for the organisation, so I know they're super appreciative. I wanted to ask both of you, what was it that sort of first attracted you to Foster Love in particular?
I looked into foster love for quite a while because I knew that I wanted to be a foster parent at some point. So I started doing my research to better understand the foster care system. And when I learned what foster love was doing, I got really excited about it. And it's been a few years now, so I feel really grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow and help how I can. So it's been great.
And what about for you, Rob? Because I'm sure you get sent many organisations and charities that people are hoping you support. What was it that made you choose this charity in particular as one of the charities you support?
I mean, I just think the work they're doing is so incredible, but it's deeper for us. It's now sort of integrated into our family, and we're sharing the responsibility with our kids. And each year we go shopping for the organization and give gifts to the foster kids. So it's really become instrumental in sort of showcasing doing good even to our children. I think for us both long term, we want to, eventually become foster parents, so it's sort of the early stages of that,
Right. And it's pretty shocking because I think, there are so many children organisations out there, and we all know about, Children's Hospital, which is so important. But when I talk to a lot of the foster kids, they sort of feel like they get forgotten often. And I feel like up until this point that foster charities in particular don't get the funding that they need and don't get the recognition. And they're almost like a forgotten child cause that's really important, which breaks my heart.
Yeah, it is really sad. I think that's also why we feel more called to help kids who are starting to age out of the system, because that, I feel like they need the most help. Like, they're getting ready to start this new chapter of their life, and that's big and scary for anyone, but especially for someone who has spent so much of their early life struggling. Like, we should be able to help them more.
Absolutely. And I'll ask you, Rob, a lot of the kids in the system really are struggling to see the other side of the tunnel and, struggle to find hope and their dreams coming true. What advice would you have for a kid that's in the system and doesn't think that they can ever achieve what they dream of?
Yeah, look, that's a heavy question, right?
Yeah.
Because that self-belief is so important in creating the hope that drives the action that ultimately proves to yourself that you can do it, which builds belief over time. And I think that's why they need mentors and support to show them and guide them and show them the path. Like, hey, really decide what you want to become or what you want to achieve. Then design a strategy or a plan to get it and just try to hit that first milestone. That's where you build the belief. But for kids that haven't been taught anything like that, they really rely on mentorship for that to happen,
Amazing. And what's been the most beautiful moment with your kids volunteering? Has there been something that they've said or that they've done that's really sort of touched your heart in the volunteer space?
I think for us, it's the fact that they love giving back to Foster Love every year by shopping and helping to assemble the stockings and sweet cases, that even throughout the year when we're not doing the holiday stuff, they talk about it and they're excited about it and they ask questions about it. Like, they're also trying to familiarize themselves with the process to understand too, to figure out how we can all be better together. And I think that's the most special part, is that it's really leaving an impact on them at such young ages.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, guys, and thank you for all your support. It means a lot. And I just found out, Danny was telling me that 1 in 3 children in the foster care system are helped by Foster Love. 1 in 3 in the US. So they're obviously now trying to do 1 in 2, and then eventually every child. But 1 in 3, that is huge. Like 1 in 3. Like, that sort of blew my mind. That's amazing. So, yeah. Well, thanks. So
I wore a tux like that on the television show because.
Well, look who's on the inside.
Yeah,
That's the one that he wore to his wedding. I got it in Memphis last week.
Amazing.
I know.
Did you go to Graceland?
I did.
Whose voice did you hear when you walked
I don't like audio tours, and I didn't listen to your voice. But my dad did and said it made Graceland. So.
I've actually been redoing it like the last couple months, and it's better. I wore that in Full House, and it's at Graceland in the Icon building or something.
It
right?
is. It is.
Oh, you saw? Okay.
Oh yeah, so I went to like, what is it, Lenski Brothers, and I was like, if it's good enough for Elvis's wedding, I think it's good enough for the Foster Love Gala. Absolutely. So, what made you first get involved with Foster Love? I'll start with you, John, or Caitlin, whoever wants to go first.
Well, she started. Yeah.
It was you. Oh, good.
Well, her and Leah started this great new movement called. And Myrna. And you ruined the whole pitch. Do you want to talk to Myrna or do you want to do the interview?
Be Brian.
Anyway, so her and Leah, her partner, started this organization called Civic Soul. Okay.
There we go, exactly. Woman knows best. So Caitlin, what is done from the top? Sorry about that, John.
She reached out to me and got me interested in foster love and told me all about it. And I fell in love, and my partner, Dyrdek, and I started this company where we do mini fundraising events and are immediately of service. And we took a group of foster kids shopping, big shopping spree, and it was so much fun. And then I became a gala committee member, and now I'm here.
And now you're winning an award tonight, Social Advocacy Award as well. And what about for you, John? What in particular touched your heart about kids in the foster care system?
Well, I've always been a big advocate for kids, abused children for almost 40 years now, 35 years. She started this organization called Civic Soul.
It's not an organization.
It's a company. Weren't you listening? It's a company. It's a company. Yes. No, anyway, so we'll say the company. So she started the company, and then you wanted to support it.
Yes, and the first thing that they attach themselves to is attached the right word?
Well, the first organization we wanted to promote was Foster Love.
Okay.
And so she said, "Come on, you're going. We're gonna take a bunch of kids shopping." And I said, "I'm in." And it was the most beautiful day. Tell them about the kids.
Oh, the kids were amazing, and they just at first they started off really shy and unsure, and then within minutes really they warmed up and they had the best day. A lot of these kids had never had the opportunity to shop for themselves before and pick out anything that they wanted, and we just said, "Here's your free reins and have fun." And it was incredible too how a few of them even bought stuff for their foster parents and stuff because they were just so grateful to them, and for them to be thinking about others when they have so little themselves was really a beautiful thing.
I had
too.
two brothers and they were so great, and they had a limit, like a couple $100 each. I probably put in another $500-600. You know, they left with so much stuff. Yeah. But I was so moved by these kids, and they were like they'd never been shopping before. They said, we never got to pick out our own clothes. They get hand-me-downs and whatever, you know. And then when they're taken from the homes, they have a 10 minutes to put everything to a trash bag.
Or hopefully a sweet case.
Yes.
Caitlin figured that all out, and it was a really beautiful day. I was very proud of her.
Right, and that's sort of what got me involved. Is I was so surprised. I was like, what do you mean that you just give a kid a trash bag?
Yeah.
And they've got 10 minutes. I mean, there's 400,000 kids that going to foster care a year. Like, can't we get a sweet case? Can't we sort something out?
Thank goodness for Foster Love starting the Sweet Case program. And actually my son got his friends into it. And so all my son and a bunch of his friends were decorating sweet cases that they're going to be giving. And it's, anyway, very sweet.
Glitter and stuff all over the whole house. There's right? There's like 20 or 30 of these
There's bags all over
suitcases,
the house.
bags. They decorated. It was really beautiful.
Well, it was worth it. And then, just quickly, what advice do you both have for people that are struggling in the foster care system? Often when you're a kid, it's really hard to see, too far ahead and look at life as being better. What advice would you have for someone that's like, I can't see my life getting better, and I dream a big dream, but it just doesn't feel possible?
I truly believe that every struggle will make you stronger. Every challenge in life helps develop your character, and even though it seems really hard right now, that you're going to become a better person out of it. I truly believe that.
What about you, John? What advice do you have for those struggling?
Well, they just can't give up. It's not it's not an easy life for them, obviously, but they gotta get love where they can. Hopefully they'll get hooked up with Foster Love, and we'll help them out.
And just know there's people that care. There's people that care and who are rooting for you to succeed.
But just don't give up your dream of whatever it may be. Maybe just being in a different house or being with your sister or brother again. But good things happen to good people, especially good kids. So.
And anything's possible. I mean, both of you have proven that with your lives. Anything is truly possible. So.
It's true. All my dreams have come true 1,000 times over, especially when I met her and then we had our child, and beautiful.
Amazing. Well,
you can manifest, your life, really, and that's sort of what I did. I don't know if you did, but I just dreamed of big dreams.
Yeah.
I want to play with the Beach Boys one day. I want to do that. I want to have my own TV show, and I just never gave up.
And when people say manifest, a lot of people get confused because like, what is manifest? Because there's so many different ways. What is that for you when you say I manifested my dreams? What does that mean in particular?
Well, I just saw myself where I wanted to be. I pictured myself on stage with the Beach Boys or starring in my own sitcom, marrying a beautiful girl.
I think it's a mixture of luck,
lot of
but
luck.
also preparedness and hard work.
Yes. Hard work.
You know, it's a mix of all of it that leads to a successful, happy life. For
And
sure.
people remember if you're a good person and you're kind. Kindness goes a long way. You hear that, doggy?
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for supporting. It's so amazing. And I will see you up there accepting your award.
Yes, thank you very much.
Absolutely.